Welcome to the first Friday night frenzy of the regular season. I'm Rob Hughes alongside Andrew Pogar. For the football fans in Tippecanoe County, it was more than likely a night of travel. The only county team with a home game, Central Catholic.
CC opening up the season against the Delphi Oracles for the 9th straight year. Heading into tonight, the Knights 8-0 in those games, and none of them were even close.
And that's a little foreshadowing. At halftime, though, ring ceremony for the Central Catholic girls basketball team. The Knights honored for their state championship, and that's the goal for this football team. Jackson Anthrop doing what he does best, finding the edge and bursting up the sideline. Knights up 14-0, just like that. Delphi doing anything it could to slow down their offense. Clint Rude slings Avery Denhart to the ground for a sack. And on the very next play, 3rd and long for CC. Denhart throws it up. Jaden Kinsey comes down with it for the Oracles. But they were unable to do anything with it, so they punt. Ben Metzinger will be on the receiving end of the punt. And check this out. Running it up the middle. Makes one guy miss, cuts back to the outside, and he is gone. Not the most direct route, but that's a touchdown. Knights turn to the air in the second quarter. Denhart connects on the comeback to Luke Fusick. Check this out. Fusick hits the juke button. Woo! Dives for the pylon. Another CC touchdown. Not finished just yet. Next possession, Denhart drops back. When in doubt, 9 route. Denhart to Metzinger. It's off the Oracle defender, and Metzinger comes down with it. Knights coast to the second half. 50-6 is the final.
Over in Boone County, West Lafayette squared off against the #1 team in 3A, Tri-West. Closing minutes of the first half, Mikey Kidwell finds Jonah Williams over the middle. He fights his way in. Westside would take a 14-7 lead into the break. Second half action we go. Red Devils looking for the 2-score lead. Matt Marley gets a one-handed grab with the defender all over him. Even the refs don't know what to do about this one. Check this out one more time. Coming up here, I mean, just impressive stuff by Marley. He gets the touchdown and draws the flag. Tri-West looking to get back in this one. Jake Hill finds Derek Lucas over the middle. Great grab there to put the Bruins in the red zone, but they would come up empty. A common theme for the Tri-West tonight. Here, Logan Robinson scoops up the fumble. That would lead to this. Kidwell to Spencer Ronchetto. Westside with a huge win to start the season. 43-23 is your final.
Tri-West tired of the Red Devils. The Jefferson Broncos visiting Twin Lakes tonight, picking things up in the second quarter. Jeff QB, Devin Colonis passes to Avery Walker, but he fumbles and the Indians recover. Twin Lakes would take advantage. Blake Bennington scrambles, launches one to his brother Bryce Bennington for the touchdown. That's not good for Jeff. That's not how you want to start out in the Brian Moore era. But Jeff comes right back. Colonis throwing one to a leaping Dan Rixey for the first down. Then Colonis throws a screen to Darian Collins. Where has he been the last couple of years? One of the best basketball players for the Broncos. Doing pretty good here as a wide receiver. 60 yards for the score. Broncos win on the road, 35-28. That's the first time since 2008 that Jeff starts off its season with a win.
Nice stat there. Down in the Indy area, McCutcheon taking on Zionsville. The Mavs driving in the second quarter. Facing a 3rd and 4, Aaron Phillips swings it outside to Dakota Lovelace. He gets a block and picks up the first down. Moments later, kind of looks like the same play, just a little bit different, but the same result. Phillips to Lovelace for another one. McCutcheon first down. The Mavs now with a 3rd and goal inside the 10. Phillips tries to hit Grant Dempster, but a Zionsville defender breaks up the pass. Now on 4th down, they elect to go for it instead of kicking for 3, and it backfires. Lovelace takes the handoff, but he's driven back right away by Nolan Ellsbury. Zionsville gets the ball back, and they cash in with a touchdown throw near the end of the first half. Zionsville beats McCutcheon 35-6.
Not too far from there, Jaydan Sturgeon and Harrison going on the road to Westfield. Shamrocks driving the first quarter. Ryan Tevio's pass picked off by Harrison's Cole Cooper. But the Raiders turn the ball over on downs. So the Shamrocks learned their lesson and keep it on the ground on their next drive. Nate Froelich breaks the tackle, takes it in for 6 to open the scoring for the game. In the following Harrison possession, Sturgeon hands it off to Dawson Danke, finds a gaping hole right up the middle. He takes it 60 yards to the house. We've got a tie game. But wait just 1 second. We're not going for 1. The Raiders going for 2. Strong move from Coach Peebles. Handed off to Danke. Plunges in to put Harrison up on top. Second quarter, Shamrocks handed off to John Swade, and he finds the end zone, and Westfield goes on to win this one 38-21. So that does it for the first half of the Frenzy. 5 games down. 6 to go. Coming up, we'll make stops at Tri-County, Southmont, Crawfordsville, Riverton Park, Rockville.
And Benton Central, the Bison, looking to start the 2015 campaign on the right foot, hosting North Montgomery. The Friday Night Frenzy continues right after the break. Stay with us.
Welcome back to the Friday Night Frenzy. North Montgomery has posted a winning record in each of the last 9 years.
But their opponent, Benton Central, has only done so once since 2003. Doug Nelson and the Bison looking to flip the script this evening on their home field. The Bison had the support and the intensity to start this one, but it was the Chargers' aerial attack that stole the day. Early in the first, Bailey Adams lets it fly. He finds Devin Zachary, who is going to be dragged down just short of the goal line. However, the Chargers would score 2 plays later to take the early 7-0 lead. Ensuing Bison possession, BC running the Wildcat. Blake Morin is going to find a hole, and he's off. Number 3 takes it all the way down to the Chargers' 3-yard line. One of the 2 bright spots on the night for Benton Central. On the very next play, Colton Tucker on the give to Mason Cooley, and the senior finishes off the two-play drive, and we're tied at 7. But from that point forward, it was all North Montgomery. Still in the first, it's Adams again, this time hooking up with Alex Parsons for the 35-yard strike. 14-7 Chargers. And then, just for good measure, Adams connects with Zachary, who makes sure to score this time. North Montgomery steamrolls BC 48-7 the final.
We head over to Rensselaer High School, where the defending Class 2A state champs taking on Kankakee Valley. QB Barrick Webster for Kankakee takes the QB option, hits the afterburners. Up the field for a monster 15-yard gain on the next drive. Fullback Randy Sneed, takes a pigskin up the middle. Runs over several defenders, but not before he gets a first down. Rensselaer quarterback Keegan Stevens with the handoff to running back Sam Ayler, taking it wide right. Sneed also playing defense, takes him down, and the ball is loose. Luckily for Rensselaer, it bounces out of bounds. Kankakee ball now, Derek Webster with the bad handoff. Coughs the ball up like sick baby, resulting in a turnover on the play. A lot of back and forth in this one, but Kankakee Valley ends up taking down Rensselaer 29-8.
The Carroll Cougars taking on Tri-County under the lights. Third quarter, Tri-County's QB Blake Justice passes downfield and is intercepted by Carroll's Ethan Winter. Then Carroll, though, goes right to their bread and butter. Dylan Spessart, he goes up the middle for a huge gain. And then Spessard again, man, he wants the ball. He's going to break tackles like he's a man.
That's a big dude.
I'm a man. Same drive. It's Carroll's Johnny O'Valley who will be coming up. He's going to put it in the end zone. And then after O'Valley's score, it's Spessard tacking on the 2-point conversion. Cougars win 34-20.
Well, the Attica Red Ramblers paying a visit to Riverton Park, spelled with an E. And Attica takes care of business pretty quickly. This one was a score of 62-0, and that was probably, I'm guessing, through probably just maybe the first half. Red Ramblers, too much to overcome for Riverton Park with an E. 62-0 is the final score.
We head to Roxville. The Rocks hosting Seeger. We pick up the action in the second quarter. Seeger's Devin Acton showing some hops. He blocks Rockville's Colton Rosnet's pass, but the Patriots trail 14-8. Late in the second, quarterback Bennett Sprague throws a beautiful pass to Landion Stetler for 51 yards. Seeger's Jake Helsema caps off the drive, scoring a 3-yard touchdown to make it 30-40. Rockville dismantles Seeger 48-14 the final.
That's all 12 games of our first Friday first regular season week of the Friday Night Frenzy.
When we come back, Central Catholic head coach Kevin O'Shea joins us in the Coach's Corner. Stay with us. We'll be right back after the break.
Big win for the Knights.
And then wipe the ears, and then we'll come out.
A couple games we did not get to, or are we doing the Coach's Corner first? You know, we'll do the Coach's Corner first. Kevin O'Shea, big win for you guys tonight, 50-6. You guys have kind of taken care of business against Delphi several years in a row now, but you got to be happy. Some mistakes, but overall, got to be happy with that.
I thought our kids played real well. I apologize. I lost my voice. I've been sick for a couple of days, but
I was going to say, can't be too much yelling for a 50-6 win.
not a bit.
You know, Denhart, we talked about it when we did our interview at 6 o'clock. Big game for a second-year quarterback. Looked like he was pretty comfortable out there.
Avery played real well. I thought he handled himself well. I thought he delivered the ball. He spread the ball out to a lot of different receivers, and you know, we got some kids that can make some plays, and Avery understands that.
Coach Rob kind of touched upon it here and how you guys have been able to get off to such a hot start. You know, looking back here, I'm just going to read off some scores. The last 3 years you have played Delphi, 47-0 last year. In 2013, 49-14, and in 2012, 52-7. Just what's your secret?
We just come out and play football, and what we try to do every game is prepare our kids like we're playing for a state championship, and hopefully we come out on top. And in this particular case, we've got a very, very good team this year. And I thought our kids played up to a championship level today, especially in the first half.
And with this particular case, just what does it do from a confidence standpoint moving forward? You got Guerin Catholic coming up here.
Well, it's nice to get the first one under your belt. You know, when you get an opportunity to get a win and you know, start the season 1-0, and we're rolling into Guerin playing our sister school, it's very important to have that confidence. Our kids don't lack for confidence. We've got a lot of kids back from last year, and hopefully we can continue playing at a high level.
Jackson Anther, we talked about him. He said he nicked up his knee, but it was no big deal before the game, and it really didn't appear to be a big deal because I don't know how many yards he had, but it was a lot.
I don't know how many he had either, but you know, he's got a great offensive line in front of him.
Yep.
He's got an experienced offensive line, and when you got a kid like that that can make plays, you got wide receivers that can make plays, and an experienced quarterback, you know, hopefully good things are going to happen.
Guerin Catholic, you mentioned that, Andy. It's a team you lost to here last year. That's a pretty tough game next week.
Well, it's going to start with defense on our part, and you know, if we can hold them down a little bit defensively, and we get the ability to get a short field like we did tonight, you know, hopefully our offense can take advantage of our defense.
Next 2 weeks on the road, obviously Guerin Catholic, but Tipton as well. You'd like to come back, play Benton Central at home 3-0, I assume. Do you even look? I mean, I'm talking about games past Guerin Catholic, and you've got a big game next week, but you know, what's the first half of the schedule look like?
You know, for us, we take one game at a time, and I know that's a cliche, but
if it's
the
true,
only way you can do it.
Yeah.
You know, we've got, you know, after we celebrate tonight, we're going to go back tomorrow morning, watch film, and then we begin preparation for Guerin. And Guerin is the only team that we're worried about now.
Alrighty, perfect. Now we are going to the Southmont highlights, so we appreciate you coming on the show, Coach O'Shea. Best of luck next week. So we make a stop over in Mountie territory where Southmont hosted the Fountain Central Mustangs. Mustangs get things started early with a no-look from Jake Van Cleve. They go 7-0 real quick. Mustangs weren't slacking on the other side of the line either. Van Cleve again. And this time he snipes Tyson Bushlong for another touchdown. Mounties finally making their way down the field, and Zach Worm finds a hole, muscles way down for a Mountie touchdown. Second quarter, Nathaniel Farabee gets the toss. He makes his way outside. Heisman's on Brad Howell. Ooh, almost gets away from him totally there, but he gets the first down. Next play, Mountie's trying to capitalize. First down, Mason McCollum strips the ball out of Jared Todd's hands. Mustangs get on the ball on their own 45-yard line. It was a close game. Mounties edging off the Mustangs by one, score 21-20.
We pick it up at the half over in Crawfordsville where the Cascade Cadets kick it off. Tyler Bilyeu is going to receive the kickoff, and here they come, the Cadets. We're getting underway. Tyler Bilyeu will receive the kickoff, and he turns on the speed. He finds his line, and he goes all the way, but the point gets taken back due to a flag on the play, a coach's nightmare. They make up for it, though, on the next play. Trent Johnson throws up a Hail Mary, and Bilyeu lays out for it and pulls in the pass for another Athenian touchdown.
State Farm's Trent Johnson.
The Athenians now on the defensive side of the football, not letting the Cadets score. Chase Edwards with nowhere to go, rolls out and gets pinched. The Cadets can't make anything happening. Last play, a beautiful night for football, and this is a beautiful play. Johnson gets the snap and sails it. Nate Mayberry looks back and gets the catch and picks up 25 yards. The Athenians win this one, keeping the Cadets to one touchdown. The score, Crawfordsville 29, Cadets 7.
All right, a little unconventional, but we got it all done. Make sure to check out the website, WLFI.com. Click on the sports tab for all the highlights. Have a great night. We'll see you next week.